device, I could do something. I'm gonna do something amazing today. Let's see what it is. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna be looking at two documents, which is this one here. Okay, so file checking, you need that quality assurance. Let me put that camera there. And we also need this, the representative. Basically, you need both for this. Did you know that when you do a fact find, the company checks your fact find to see how it's done?
Mm.
Did you guys know that? Yeah. And then they will mark you here.
Nice.
Yeah, they mark you. So if
Okay.
they see you're making a lot of errors, they fail
Oh,
you. Then they put you on what is called heightened supervision.
okay.
We don't want that.
No, we don't want that.
So they mark you as individual and they mark us as a team. And I hate when we're in the red.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Okay. We have one of the best PAs, I must say. But then I'm not using the PA because I don't want people to send things which fall short of acceptable.
Mm.
So my issue this year is fix the problem, which is teach the leaders what is required, not just keep putting bandage on the wound, because then it keeps bleeding, it keeps oozing, and then it's gonna go really bad very quickly. So we're gonna be discussing how we're gonna be doing the whole file checking. Okay. So I'm gonna do something also. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go into that. So now, before I start, let me see if I can do something. Like I said, I'm gonna try and do something really amazing. She says. Okay, so my second page. Now I want this here. And let me see if I can close that soon. Okay. I'm laughing at myself because you guys know, if you know me well enough, you know I am not tech savvy. I'm telling
We're
you.
not laughing. We're not even listening.
So yeah, I go here.
The wrong program in this EVP.
Yeah, I'm very tech savvy. Thank you.
Yeah, good.
Very good with technology. Thank you, Austin. You see, I said it and now I've done it. All right. So what I wanted to do was this. Okay. So I'm going to go back now to my Zoom. Let me see if I can. Okay, guys, are you able to see that I've done a split screen?
Yes.
Yep.
Yay! Congratulations, coach. You tried. You've done it.
Split screen. So now I should be able to explain everything we're going to do and you guys can actually see it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is file checking. Now, for those who know, I have a huge computer, and this is the reason, because I don't know how to do two screens. Work with what you have. Grace, Dalian, they love that split screen. I hate it. I don't know how to do split screen. So what I do is I just got a huge screen where I can just do the split screen like that. Yeah, side by side. I think everyone can do that, right? That's the baby level IT there. So when we're looking at file checking, I want every single one of you, if you're a team leader and above, I'm going to be encouraging you to look at your team's work. So by the time it comes to even the PA, it should be the final checks. Now, what the company are looking for is the quality of the work we are supposed to be doing. So when it comes to that, let's see it here, okay, guys? And then do that when you're looking at your teams. Well, just use this as a guideline, and I will make sure all of you guys have it. Yeah. Okay. Are there any written notes on the general question? Yeah. And then can you see this in the fact find? Okay, to indicate an IDD privacy brochure was emailed before business was discussed. Guys, how many people do not put an IDD was sent? Oh, they put an IDD was sent, but later on. Remember, guys, I told you the company has a way of checking when you've done this. So if we go back, okay, it's buffing. So I'm showing you guys this so you guys can see. When you go into your client review, can you see it has a date when it was created? Yeah, guys, it has a date when it was submitted. When you go into detail, so then now we'll look at that versus when you send the IDD. So let's go into this here right now. And then I'm going to go straight. And if you're in my team, you know, I like to put it in general, right towards the end. And it says an initial disclosure document was sent on the 30th of May alongside the meeting ID. Yeah, can you see? Initial disclosure document. We must send it by law. Um, um, what is it called? Customer privacy brochure, and then the pre-meeting booklet. Pre-meeting booklet tells them what kind of documents they should have. Customer privacy brochure tells them how their personal information is handled. Why wouldn't you send them those things? Because at least they can read it. Because the thing is, when they ask you, you don't know. You say, "Oh, it's in a document." Then why didn't you send me that? Because if I read it, I wouldn't ask you the question. How many of you guys have read those documents you send out? It's important that you read it as well. Okay, so read the privacy brochure, read the IDDs that you're going to be sending out to the people. Okay, if you guys please today, if you guys write the questions for a bit, I'll cover this and then we'll do Q&A. Okay, so now you have to indicate when it was sent, yeah, in the fact find. So they will tick yes, no. Now, was the address properly recorded? Yeah, was the address properly recorded? So now, let me go back here. So what they're asking for this is that when you go into client contact, let me go here, and then you go into the client's address, they want to see whether, let me go here. When you do that, what they're looking for is this, guys. They want to see whether that address matches the ESD. In the ESD, they have the address. They want to check, what address have you entered? What address do you have here? It needs to match. What you've got on the ESD, which is your electronic submission document, needs to match what you've got on your Genister page. Because if not, they're not going to send your file through. And then a reset, they will fail it, meaning they will send your document back. And you've got to fix it. Now, it leaves a really negative mark for us. Yeah, guys, are we together? And
Yes,
people? Yeah?
Yes.
Yep. So, perfect. So, file checking, they're checking for all of those things. Do these details match? Okay, so let me go back again to what I was looking for. All right, so we've checked that, okay, the record in terms of the address. Is occupation clear? Yeah, are there any soft additional notes for clarification? So let's go back. Come on, computer, be nice. All right, so where is that? Where are we at? Oh, fantastic. Okay, so profession, yeah? We've got here dentist, right? And then you can, like you said, just use the additional notes for any clarification. For example, you might say healthcare, but who specializes in mental health, just put it there. Yeah, company director runs their own business, put it there. But don't say healthcare, but the person specializes. And what you do is, on the ESD, remember that ESD, all right, guys? On the ESD, when it comes to occupation, you put their mental health. Oh my days. You put mental health here, and then you put here care assistant. Now, here's the problem. If the mistake is on the Genister page, it can be fixed. If the mistake is on the Vitality page, you've got to do everything from scratch.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Everything from scratch if the mistake is here. Here you can quickly amend it, which is why we say file check. File check means once you've done this, you can come here and then you're able to rectify these things like profession, email address, best contact time. Don't put here evening and here what you see here.
Christian, are you breaking up on me?
Am I breaking up, guys?
No.
No.
Loud and clear.
Okay, so probably it's just you. Okay, so now file checking, guys. If you look here, anytime here, evening, there's a difference already. What's going to happen is this is going to get flagged and it will be sent back. Because the reason why the office sends it back is because they don't know, they were not there at the appointment, so they can't guess, they can't just change it to let your file go through because they weren't there. They don't know whether the client said morning, afternoon, or whatever, so they're going to send it back. Okay, now I can't change it. Even if I spot the mistake, I'm not allowed to change it because on the side they know who changed what. So don't say, but EVP, can't you just put Evening, you've seen the mistake, fix it. If I change it, it says changed by Christiane. Now, if I wasn't at that appointment, that can land me in some hot water.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you see, I will send back and say, please fix the date. It's because they know when I'm changing something. That if I'm changing a spelling mistake, that's nothing. That is nothing. Does that make sense, guys? But it's a huge thing for me to go be changing client personal details. So now let's go back to what we're looking at. Okay, we've looked at that, right? And was the, yeah, because it says here, income. Was the income and expenditure recorded accurately? Let's go there. Income and expenditures. Oh, goodness. Let me use this one here. Income and expenditures. Can you guys see? Yeah? Rent. Don't put, I haven't, if you guys notice, there's nothing here because my client has a mortgage. So I'm not going to put rent. Otherwise, the client would have been charged twice. Okay, are we in agreement? Yeah?
Yes, yes.
So can you guys see others? Even when I put here others, I specify what the others,
and calculate.
what it is.
Yeah.
What it, basically all of it that made up that amount. Okay?
Yeah.
So here, income and expenditures recorded accurately. For example, e.g., guys, you guys can read. Now, and it says there has others expenditures being broken down. So can you guys see, it's not that I'm trying to be fussy. This is what they're looking out for.
Yes.
So when you see you just put 1,000 and I say, what does that mean? Go and fix it. I'm not just trying to bust your balls. No.
Yeah, it has to make sense.
We have to do these things, okay? So has the expenditure in others, this is others, right? Has it been broken down? Yep, it has. And we are taught to do that, okay? So where it says here, the interest in serious illness, fully explained. Who has seen me say, please explain why the client want the illness? So let's go now to protection needs, okay? So here, why do you want serious illness? I'm interested in serious illness cover in the event I become unexpectedly ill and do not have enough money saved up. Has it been properly explained there? Would you guys say it's properly explained based on this? Yeah? The interest in serious illness, yeah? And I even go as far as saying that it was explained and the brochure was sent. Okay? So now it talks about the budget for goals. Now, somebody did that with me recently and I said, please put a budget. Here it is, in general. It asks you here, in addition to what you're spending right now, how much could you comfortably set aside each month? Can you see? We put that amount there. Now, it asks you, in general, on the budget, has the client indicated? Can you see, guys? It's all there.
Yeah.
All right, brilliant. Okay. Is there evidence to... again, guys, I mean, maybe we could have recorded it. I just don't have the memory space. So,
I'm recording it. I'll edit it for them.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Dalian. So it says here, in general, okay? On the budget, you can see there. Are there any evidence to confirm the leaflets, documents were provided to the client? And which ones? Can you guys see?
Yes,
Yeah?
yes.
We also put it here as well. IDD was sent. We put when. That's first. But even though the IDD is there, okay? And then also, if you look here, beneath there, we actually say, the client showed, let me see here. We even talk and say the client that the client showed no signs of vulnerability. I'm sure we'll find it there. It says here, after the second appointment, the product literature, serious illness PDF was sent to the client. Can you see? We have it there. And also, when we talk of, when we do the serious illness, remember, we also state there, PDF was explained and brochure sent. Right, guys?
Yeah.
So these are the things they want to look at and able to do the notes. Okay? Wonderful. So now, where are we on right now? So we've got that, isn't it? The leaflets, how they were provided and which ones. Yeah? Is there any valid reason for protection also in the client's own word? Remember when you're doing protection notes, protection needs, let me take you to it. Because Dalian's recording it, I'm taking you guys through every single bit of it. Yeah? So in protection needs over here, this is what they want to know. Remember when when you send off the policy, when you press select, it asks you, what is the reason for selecting this cover in the client's own words? Before you send it over to me, that's what they're asking about. Okay? For example, the reason why they took that protection cover. Yeah, maybe, yeah, and all of those things, okay? And then also here, if you guys notice, we do put no here to say this cover covers the client for, please make sure all of those things are there as well, right? So now has the fact find been signed? Once you've done the fact find with the client, we want you to make sure that you please sign it. Yeah, get the client's autograph at the bottom here. Okay, let me just use the arrow to go down and down some more. That's it. Make sure it's been signed. Okay. Does the quote reflect the client's protection needs? Yeah. So when what you give the client, does it reflect it? This is the thing that I say a lot to the team, and I see you guys do that a lot. You sit with clients. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a headache. You sit with clients. Let's go back to protection need. Sometimes you meet with clients and then you say to client, what would you want in terms of cover? I want my mortgage cover. I want to include my debt. I want to include income. I want to include goals. I want to include a legacy. I want to include funeral. Fantastic. Then when you come here and then you press calculate, guess what happens? The client needs is 481,000. When you've gone now to Vitality and you build the quote, the client said, no, remove this, remove it. And what do? You send it through to the office and you've given the client, give me a second. Let me see if I can find, I have this, I have this. By the time we come, we notice you gave the client this. You gave the client 250,000. But the fact find says they want 481,000.
Yes.
What happened there?
A problem.
Yes, it's for affordability. Just come back and fix your notes. Make sure your note matches what you gave them finally. Are we together, guys?
Yes.
Just make sure it matches. Because as you can see, it's something that they're looking out for. What do you think it says about you when you keep sending things like that? It says that you're not paying attention to the client's need. That same client can come back to bite you and say, I wanted 481,000. I told her that's what we wanted. Why did she give us 250? It doesn't even cover our mortgage. You're going to say, but you told me. I didn't. Now it's your word against theirs. And you know what they say, the customer is always right. If the client wanted 480, I will put in the note and say the client originally wanted 481,000, but due to affordability and due to the price being high, they opted for 250. I will put it in there. And that is after everything. Do you remember? Because remember, when you've done Vitality, you still have time to fix your notes. You can just come back and clarify.
But can I ask you, Coach? So if when you're doing the policy, they want 250,000, but in the facts find it says what it says, 480. So do you come and change 480 to 250, or just make it clear in the notes that this is what the client says? You change it. Okay.
Yeah. You will come here and then you can change it.
Okay.
Yep. So if, for example, that you can see doesn't cover their mortgage, can you see here?
Yeah.
I'll remove that mortgage because the mortgage straight out is 300,000. I'll remove it because that is not covering their mortgage.
Yeah.
I will leave only an amount, or I will just leave it as legacy.
Yeah.
Simple as.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
And then that's it. Which is why here, when you see this next column here, we ask the client in order of priority. Sorry, give me a second. It will show another one for me. Yeah, we asked the client in order of priority, what would they prioritize?
Yes.
This one says mortgage, legacy, income. The other one says no, prioritize funeral, mortgage, this. So then it means that they are prepared to leave the mortgage if they can't afford everything. That's why we asked them that question. But if somebody just takes a legacy, don't put mortgage. They only took a legacy, just put the legacy. Now, what else are they looking for again? On the SOP quote, does it match Genister? That's what we were just discussing. You guys saw that, right? The statement of price is what they call SOP. SOP is the quote, statement of price. SOP, quote. If you hear me say SOP, statement of price or quote. All right, guys? Brilliant. Does it match what they have on the Genister? Again, we go back. So if you're doing income protection, does it match that? Yeah. If you're giving them just live cover, does it match this? If it doesn't, just make it match. Yeah, you can go. That's why you have all these additional notices for you to go and say the client wanted to cover their mortgage, they wanted to cover their debt, they wanted this, they wanted that, but the client couldn't afford it. I did tell the client that they're underinsuring themselves because they're leaving out things that they need, but the client was happy to proceed with just that amount of money. Yeah, guys.
Yes.
And that's why for me, when I've done it, I will send an email to the client stating, this is what you've chosen, because I have an email trail of that. That is what I offered the client. And then the client decided to, yeah. If a client says, I don't want serious illness, I will put it there that you opted not to get serious illness, you opted not for income protection, you only wanted life only. Okay? Yeah. So brilliant. So now it says here, in terms of the premium of the policy, is it greater? So they want to also know the affordability. So how do you check affordability? We're going to go back to the top. And then you do that by looking through the financial game plan. Financial game plan. What is left? Your income. Outgoings. Can the client afford? Yes, the client can afford. That's what they want to know. If your client is in the minus, my goodness, you can't sell them something because they're in the minus.
So even though they insist on buying it, you shouldn't sell them? Is that what you need to tell
They're
them?
in the minus, no matter how much they insist, and they're not going to get it. The office won't let it go through.
Okay, cool.
Because
Good
the
to
thing
know.
is, they will cancel it and it will have a negative mark on you. Because
Yeah.
they say, you knew the client couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
Why did you sell?
Yeah.
No.
So it's
Okay.
good as well. This is good argument to make sure that the client do the facts find completely so we can understand this figure here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Then it says here, other evidence, to support the benefits of the SOP were discussed with the clients, you know. So we have that, right, guys? We also go through that in terms of in additional information, this and that, all of that. You should be able to do that. Okay. So that's why for everyone who knows in our team, I have a document when you're licensed, it shows you how to fill in the fact find. And I also have another document, which is the protection notes, which I always encourage you guys to put in your notes. If somebody sends me my notes with my own notes again, honestly, I'm not going to send the file through. I'm just going to leave it. I've just done it as a body.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting you to copy and paste it.
Uh-huh.
I want to, it's just to show you what is required. Okay? Please, guys, understand that I shouldn't have to spoon feed you guys to the smallest full stop on there. I send it to you so that you guys can take it, make it your own, and leave it. All you do is take it, paraphrase it, and then make a brand new document knowing exactly what it is. So when the time comes, all you do is copy and paste. In fact, even look and see, does my note have all of those things, or is it in my notes that I keep? Yeah? Guys, do it. So do it once, do it properly, so that next time all you do is copy and paste your own, copy and paste your own. Okay? So for example, are there evidence, to support that the policy, the benefits, was it discussed? We do that. During the financial education, the clients and I discussed vitalities, optimizer, indexation, serious illness. Remember, guys, we talk about it, right?
Yeah.
Guys, you're scaring me.
Yes.
It's in the notes. Yeah, perfect. It's in the notes. Yeah. Does the client smoke? Yeah. If the client smokes, does it match the vitality? Don't put ex-smoker, non-smoker, never smoked. Please don't put all those different things. Okay. And for those who really want to see and say, Christian, what do you mean? Here, let me go to it. In general, at the end, we want to know, have you ever smoked? Never smoked. Yeah? Are you on any medication? Yes. Any medical disclosure? Please don't just put no. It's just because this is a dummy client. Put more detail. Make your thing very wordy. Okay? And then if you are on medication, make sure you put the name here as well. So now, let's have a look at one of the statement of rights. Okay? It says here, smoker, never smoked. Imagine it says smoker. Or imagine here it says never smoked. And here it says ex-smoker. And the mistake is on vitality. What would happen, guys? You've got to do what?
Over
Do it
again.
again. Yeah. So, and again, imagine if you said never smoked and there are a smoker, the price would be so different. You've got to now do the whole quote over and over again. So now let's go back to this, okay? Okay, did they discuss the medical on the fact find? Has it been recorded within the ESD? Please do that. Please do it.
Yep.
If you put it on the fact find, put it on the ESD. And it's super important that you put it on the ESD. What is an ESD? Electronic submission document. That's what an ESD is. Put it in there. The client said that they had whatever. Just make sure it's there. Yeah? The client has, yeah, all of this, guys. Just make sure you put in the details in there, please. Okay? Yeah, so record it on the ESD, record it on the fact find. Any medicals, you can put none that are alcohol and drug related. However, the client has XYZ, they're taking medication, put the name of the medication, and then on the ESD, make sure you also have it on the vitality part as well. Okay, because this is for us to protect our clients. If we don't do this and vitality comes says you never said it, we can go back to our fact and say we did, we wrote it there. Do you see? Okay, so now let me go back again to it. Okay, is the height and weight recorded correctly? Please make sure you check that. Okay, is the client basically living in the UK? Yeah, is the client living in the UK? And does the client have any suitable direct debit start date? Has it all been entered in the fact find? If you do the fact find, please, there's some areas sometimes where, let me tell you this, there's some parts that Vitality has already pre-selected. Leave it as that. Do not go and change. Answer the ones that ask you to answer. For example, there's place where it says, is the client happy for us to capture the medical records? If you put no, then you're not going to get an ESD because you put no. How are they going to give this client a cover without really checking for medical? Do you guys see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? So you want to make sure that those, when you're filling in the vitality, we're talking about the underwriting. Some things are already pre-selected, leave it as that. And those things that are already pre-selected are normally after the bank accounts. For example, does the client give consent for Vitality to check their medical records? They have to, not even by choice. Because if it's a no, Vitality is not selling to their clients. Because we can't cover it unless we've done the medical checks. So leave it as yes. Does the client want to see the medical record? If you put yes, it slows down the process. If you leave it as is already highlighted no, it works better. Okay? And so all of these things, so please, we will do another underwriting bit because now we've got the fracture covers. Okay? So I'm hoping we'll do that for next month when we're meeting again. But can you see this, all of it? And also it's important that you know, in able to sell to a client, the client has to at least be in the UK for at least 6 months. Can you see that? Yeah?
Yes.
They have to be in the country within 6 months. Then you can sell to the clients. All right, guys?
Yeah.
And then, for example, if the client says, yes, I've been here for like 20 years, there's some clients who tell you that as you do it, I will record it there. Say, client's been living in the UK for the last 20 years. I will put it in there. Okay?
Yeah.
So just make sure that is done properly. But then I think you guys, we've gone through how we do that, how we do the fact find. So we're not covering that today. So then what they're going to do is they're going to come in and say, was the IDD issued? They're going to do that, okay? Was the client provided with our privacy brochure? Can you see? If you don't send privacy, can you see that you'll get a no?
Yeah.
Because you haven't indicated it. Okay? And then the reviewer will put their comments there. Was the fact find completed? Yeah? And then they're going to be looking at that. Yes, no. Yeah? Did you put the asset? Did you put debt, liability? Did you do all of those things? Some people don't even put things in asset. Why not? Please, everybody has something. Even if it's personal belongings, put something in there. Smoker status. Yeah? They also want to check for affordability. A vulnerability assessed. Was vulnerability assessed? Look, how are they? You're probably thinking, how are they going to check those things? You've got to indicate. Yeah, if you guys look on the part here, it says here, the client showed no signs of misunderstanding or no misinterpretation. They engaged with me thoroughly. That is to indicate that the client did not show any vulnerability. Yeah, if a client didn't speak the language, then you can say, oh, my client was not fluent in English. So I took my time to ensure that the client understood what they were doing. Yeah, or my client was grieving during our appointment. My client has recently had a lost a family member. Please don't come here and put vulnerability. You just press yes and then you put nothing here. Please be mindful that you don't just tick away, always come back and make sure you didn't accidentally tick something, because they will send it back. Okay, so again, please indicate, was the client vulnerable? Remember, we can't write the word vulnerable. We indicate the circumstances that makes us to think the client was vulnerable. Was the client vulnerable? Remember to do that here. Okay, so clear objective in terms of the financial protection. Yeah, you have to recall that. Okay, soft notes added. Soft notes are this, where it says the additional notes. All right, guys. And then the premiums, is it affordable? They want to check that the premiums are affordable. So, and these are all the different things they're looking out for. Okay. Did they add optimizer, electronic submission of the date? Is it consistent with the fact find? Can you see what these guys look for? Like I said, I will send this out to you guys and you guys can go through it. So when you are doing client file, don't call me and say, Coach, I've sent something. When you send it, what I do is I never open it anyways. When you send it, I do get an email saying you sent it. So when you send it, I expect you to go and say, I've checked it. I'm happy for you to now do your final checks. Then I'm going to go do my final checks and then I'm going to send it through. Then they're going to grade and see, what we've done there. Significant error. My goodness, we don't want that. Okay. And then they're going to leave a comment. So these are the things, please. I really want you guys to be mindful. Just make sure you're checking this correctly. Yeah. So now I'm ready, guys, for any questions you would have before the others can join us.
Yeah, cool. Oh, wait. Over to you.
Go ahead. Hi, Comfort.
Thank you so much, Coach. Hello, everybody. Coach, it's regarding the P60s and how much they earn, because sometimes some of them come, especially those nursing or COSs, they're doing a great job, and they're giving you the total amount, including their overtime and all of that. How do you differentiate? And the P60, or some of them don't come with the P60s, to get the tax, the amount of money before is taxed?
Yeah, normally they want pre-tax income anyways. Yeah, they want it before it's taxed, yeah?
Yes.
But then here, Comfort, there's a thing here where it comes to income, the income protection.
Yes.
Yeah? The income protection, there is a question here. Wait, actually, I think I went to the income needs. I think, okay, mine didn't, I don't think mine has the income protection bit filled in. But then if I was to press, yes, okay, I don't know, we have someone who's coming in here. If I was to press yes, there's a part there where it says here, there's a part after this which actually says, do you want vitality? Give me a second. Because we have a newbie, let me just put the newbie into the actual room where he's supposed to be in. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So, Kenneth, I'm going to put you in a new room, okay? It's going to ask you to press join breakout room. I hope you can hear me. Please press join room 1, okay? It's a breakout room. Press join room 1. Thank you. All right. So there is, your income protection note. There's actually a part there which tells you that, do you want Vitality to verify your income? Just press yes.
Okay.
Yeah? Just say yes, you want Vitality to verify the income. And on Vitality side, press yes. Vitality will ask the client for the P60. They will go and do their own maths themselves.
Okay.
And
that's good.
And doing that, 1 minute, please. What that would ensure is if the client sends their P60, their payslip, everything to Vitality, it means that when they want to do a claim, it's faster. Then Vitality doesn't verify the income, it becomes guaranteed. So if the client claims the next day, Vitality will pay. But if not, Vitality could take a lot of time to verify the income. So if you've sold income protection for your client, please just ask them, can I have a P60 and then pay slips? What I'm going to do is I'm going to email this to Vitality so that they can verify the income straight away. So we know you are not being charged for more than what they will cover you for.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, Maria Christina, can I answer Grace's question and then I'll come to you? Is that okay?
No, it's the same because just want to know if we have to put ask the client for the P60 only.
Yes, P60 and then the 3 months pay slips.
Okay.
Yeah. So if your clients can do that, great. And also, here's the thing: You know when you're doing it on the Vitality, if you said you want Vitality to verify, you put yes, it will tell you everything you need to send in. Yeah?
Okay.
Oh, okay. And also, guys, I want you to understand you can call Vitality as well, actually, if you want to verify things. If you call Vitality because it's your client, you go to the number option 1, which is the advisor portal, and then they would ask you for your FCA number and then the address of the company. If you don't know it, just tell them the password, tell them it's Africa. Then that's fine. Then you would have gone through security using Africa as a password. Then you can give them a policy number and you can ask whatever questions you have regarding your client's file. Yeah, guys?
Yes.
All right, brilliant. So now, Grace, what was your question, please?
It was just from when we started, actually, where you said that we have to send the 3 documents out and verify they've been sent. And those documents have to be sent out even when we're doing our own team members' fact finding.
Yes, it's good to show them the way to do it, honestly. I think let's not shortcut because you will still need to put it there.
Yeah, but we need to send it to them as well.
Yeah, because they're clients. If
So
you're
they're
correct,
clients now, so you retain their clients. Yeah, thank you.
send it to them. And also tell them, you see that document I sent you, keep it because you will need to send it. So now what they will do is they will keep the email that you send. They would even keep the wording. They will not, all they will do is just copy and paste yours.
Thank you.
Yeah? Perfect.
So EVP, I just wanted to share something that happened to me just for where the budget in the fact find. So when I first started, I made a quote that was higher than the money that the where it says how much can you comfortably afford, and
Yeah.
then the quote was higher than that, and it was flagged back.
Yeah.
You're actually doing it for your own gain. The person says, I've got this much, and you're offering them more.
Yeah.
So really, realistically, it's just to change that amount to be higher than what you're quoting.
Yes, please. So please just make sure as well, because remember, as a company, we want to ensure that the client's best interest is met.
Okay.
And I don't know whether, I'm sure everyone knows about the address, the tricky bit of the address. When you put it, then it may put 8 and 8 in the wrong, so you have to correct it all the time.
Yeah. So yeah. So there's also make sure, like Austin says, make sure you do your fact find correct.